Thank you, Robert. He actually said that because I have a hard time saying that name, so sorry about that. I do want to do a special shout out for all of our sponsors who actually make this possible for us. So I want to do a special shout out for Gamez Law Firm for their tremendous support. Also want to thank Victor Contes from Snack Nutrition, the next generation of sports nutrition. OCI Consulting, Espinosa Law Firm, Hector Vasquez in Sweat Boxing in Dallas, and also Oasis Water. And again, a special thanks to Gamez Law Firm. Thank you. So what we're going to do, folks, I know there's some press and a lot of fans here today, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand a mic to Leticia, and she's going to go around to the crowd, and we want to hear from you. We want to hear the questions you have for all of our fighters and our guests. So Leticia, are you ready? We're gonna walk around and get some questions. So put your hands up and ask us anything. We'd love to answer your questions.
Yes, ma'am.
I just want to say that I'm super hyped for this card. Not only because Hector is kind of like a homecoming fight for him, and I'm really happy for that alongside, the great stable. So, I want to say that.
Thank you. Anyone else has questions?
I know all about Hector.
Yay! He knows all about Hector.
Anybody have any more questions? Put your hands up, then we'll let the fighters talk. One to the right.
Hey, Robert, I just want to ask you, what does putting on your show in Texas mean to you, in San Antonio, to be exact? What does San Antonio mean to you? I know you come from California, but what does the fan base here in San Antonio bring to the table?
You know what? I fought in San Antonio, I think a couple times, and it was always great. You know, San Antonio always showed me nothing but love. When my brother fought here a couple times also, you know, the support, the love we get from San Antonio fans is just unbelievable. And you know, as a trainer, my 3 fighters that I picked up from San Antonio, you know, 2 of them are already world champions. The other one is going to headline our next show here in November. So, you know, there's so much talent and so much love for boxing that I want to continue doing this. I want to do this for many, many years, you know, with all these young fighters coming up. And I know there's many, many more that I would have loved to put on the card because, you know, San Antonio has a lot of talent, but I can't, you know, we can't put everybody up in one card. That's why I want to come back. I want to continue doing this, you know, at least 6 times a year. You know, there's so much talent. They don't all have to be my fighters, you know. There's a couple of them on this card that are not my fighters, but they're local, and we're giving them the opportunity. So I want to continue doing this. Hopefully we get the support from all you guys, and come November 18th, people come out and show us that they want us back, and that's what we're gonna do. Because you know, I want to build champions. I already have two champions from San Antonio out of the champions that San Antonio has produced. 2 are my fighters. So, you know, the rest, you know, as many as we can, I want to continue bringing this, you know, champions to San Antonio because I know I can.
All right. Yes, sir.
This goes out to both Robert and Hector. Based on the fight from last night, Devin Haney, do you see him signing any kind of deal to fight Devin Haney if he does not move up?
You know what? I didn't get a chance to watch the Devin Haney fight because that's when I was traveling into Texas yesterday. But you know what? It's in that weight division where it's stacked with talent. It doesn't have to be Devin Haney. There's so much talent at 135, and you know, with Hector coming off a draw, you know, I think you know, we're gonna build up a couple of fights before anything big. You know, obviously if we get the call, and doesn't have to be Devin Haney, but it could be any top prospect at 135. It's probably something that we definitely have to consider. But at this point, I want to bring Hector back slowly. I don't want to rush him. I think he needs a couple fights here locally, and then we'll move on to something big.
Good question. Anyone else? One more.
I have a question for Hector. Hector, so you coming back and you were at that point where everybody was pushing you to be the next thing. How do you feel when you took your first defeat? How do you build yourself back up mentally, and how is that coming to play in this training camp and in this fight?
Taking a tough loss, it's hard for anybody. Took it hard, but like in life and anything, you just got to keep pushing. That's what we're doing. Like Robert said, little by little, he wants to give me a few fights here. So that's what we're doing, you know, get a few fights here, build myself back up, and look for those big fights, like you said.
Good question. Anyone else? Questions, comments?
To your left, right there.
I have a question for Hector and Sylvester, asking about how they feel in training camp and about the opponents, just to see how you feel.
I feel great. I want to thank everybody for coming out today to support us, and I want to thank my family. I want to thank my pops. I want to thank Robert. I want to thank everybody at RGBA. I just can't wait to put on the show for San Antonio and the Hill Country.
I feel great as well, having a great training camp. Getting back to my mentality stronger, my confidence back up. Everything's been going great, and I just look to be back on top like I was a few fights ago, and hopefully that'll happen in a few fights. That's going to happen soon. Just looking forward to this fight and very motivated to put on a show for everyone here in San Antonio.
We got one more.
This is for Hector and Coach Garcia. Hector, you came on as one of the premier prospects in the sport. You've had 2 setbacks. What kind of adjustments do you have to make? And how is camp going? How are you making those adjustments?
I think with me, it's all more mental. I have all the skills and all the attributes to become a world champion. Like I said, it's all mental, so that's what I've been working on, getting my mind right. Outside of the ring, everything has to be going good in order to be successful inside the ring.
In boxing, we've seen it many times with world-class fighters, world champions themselves, that cancel fights because of mental issues, and that's one thing that we have to know, that it's not just in boxing, but in the world. We got to support and help whoever we know and we see that might need help. We're not at a point where Hector needs help, medical help, or anything like that. But a lot of it, starting at a young age with all the attention and all the promoters rushing to sign him and everything, it's something that could have affected him. It could have gone, to his head. It could have gone to the family, not just the fighter. It also happens to the family, the dad, the mom, the sister, the brothers. Something that they were not prepared for. So, I think these last 2 fights have been a very good learning experience for Hector. Those are fights that, I think Hector 100% mentally should beat those 2 guys. But things happen for a reason. Now he's got to come back strong and be prepared, because he knows got the talent and the skills to be a great champion.
Great question. Do you have any questions from the members of the media?
Televisión and Berea Boxing out of California for Hector. What was your biggest, I guess, takeaway from your losses and upcoming fighters experiencing the same thing? What advice would you give them?
I would give everybody the advice to stay dedicated. There's things you can't control. Forget those things. What you can control, take control of, take advantage of. Stay dedicated to what you do. In boxing, this sport, it's a brutal sport, so you gotta stay dedicated. That's the thing I tell all these young fighters. You know, it's easy to get distracted. It's easy to lose your head, and that's what I took away from my loss. I know 100%, like Robert said, 100% mentally. I beat both those guys.
Good question. All right. Do we have anyone else? Any comments, questions?
Okay, let's go ahead and switch over to the fighters. I'm gonna change course and ask Melissa Holgan. Melissa, what does it mean to you to fight on a Garcia promoted card in your hometown?
I'm excited. It's a good opportunity. It's hard to get me fights. I know some of y'all get mad because I have a fight coming up and then they pull out or something goes wrong. I'm just excited to fight in number 18 and put on a show for y'all.
So what do you think they pull out?
I don't know.
I have a good idea why, but anyway, we're welcome to be on the Garcia card, and we can't wait to see you fight. Also, for Biggie, what's up, Biggie? What's up, my brother? Hey, how does it feel to finally fight in your hometown and show your skills in front of your hometown fans?
It feels great, you know. I fought, the last fight was also here as well, but the energy and the crowd every time I fight here in San Antonio is something else.
What can the fans look forward to seeing you do on November 18th?
Putting on a show, just like last fight. Last fight was a great fight. People were saying it was fight of the night, but I'm just looking for another good performance.
Awesome, can't wait to see it.
Thank you.
Give it up for Biggie. Also on the card that's been added is Robert Garcia, 13-0 undefeated. Robert, what can we expect to see, man, on November 18th?
Robert for the opportunity and expect a good show.
How does it feel to be on a Garcia promoted card?
I feel blessed. Thank you for the opportunity, like I said. I'm ready to show a different part of the boxing world. One time to see the skills I have.
Can't wait to showcase you. Look at this, man. Look at his grill. This guy's ready to go. We're glad to have you, my friend. Also, Hector, everybody's asking you a lot of questions. I know you came from a hard loss. What can we expect? Draw. Sorry about that. What can we expect to see you on November 18th? What are you going to do in that ring?
Well, first off, I would like to thank everybody for coming out here and showing support to all the fighters here. Garcia Promotions, I want to thank Robert for this opportunity. I know he's believed in me since the amateurs, you know, him and Pita, who recognized me. They gave me this opportunity. They opened the door for me to be able to be successful in boxing. Like I said, I want to thank them. Thank y'all again. I'm happy to be back in San Antonio. The last time I fought here was early 2019, I believe, or 2020 before the pandemic hit. And the crowd was just amazing. You know, everyone showed support. When I was coming out, I had one of the biggest, you know, chants or support from the crowd. I'm glad to be back here in San Antonio, where we have a big boxing community. We're a big boxing city. We have great fighters, and now the world's seen that with Josh and Bam becoming world champions, Mario Barrios becoming world champions. I myself look to become a world champion soon, and then now the world's seen how great San Antonio boxing is.
Mr. Cordones, how are you?
Doing good, sir.
Good. Well, it looks like you have a lot of following. A lot of people are excited to see you on this card. What do you expect to do November 18th?
I expect to put on a good show and sell out.
I like that. So
Thank you.
what I want to do is let everybody know that tickets are on sale. You can go to the Ted Pork Center and Arena on the website and purchase them. Also, I want to let Robert say a few words before we close.
Just want to thank everybody for all the support and love you guys have always given us here in San Antonio. You know, like I said it earlier, you know, since the times that I fought here in San Antonio to my brother, and now doing our own cards and our fighters fighting here, it's always been nothing but love. San Antonio is my second home. I want to definitely continue doing this. Hopefully, you guys see, you know, the love that I have for San Antonio, and show us that support. You know, we have a lot of talent. You know, there's 12, 13-year-olds right now that are going to be at the fight, wanting to be part of that event in the near future. So let's keep supporting boxing here in San Antonio, and hopefully we will continue doing this and just build more champions. You know, I think 2 is just too little. You know, we need to bring, you know, Garcia Promotions needs to bring more champions into the city, and I think it's very, very possible. We just need to show that support and that love, because I have it and I want to. I have the passion to come back as often as possible, just to build San Antonio into the capital of world champions.
Also, I just want to let everybody know, Mikey Garcia was supposed to be here. The problem is his plane got canceled in the morning. So the next flight, he wouldn't have been in until 7 p.m. So that's why he's not here. And he wanted to say he's sorry for not being here. But trust me, Mikey will be here the whole week following up to our fight November 18th. And you'll be able to see him in person. I want to thank everybody for coming out again. We really appreciate your support. And the fighters are probably going to be over there in that backdrop. So if you want to get some photo opportunities, they'll be right over there, okay? Thanks again for coming out. We'll see you November 18th.